Hi, Charles. Uh, you guys don't get the chance to play a bigger nation so very often. So how big is this opportunity for you tomorrow?
It's probably the biggest opportunity, I guess, as far as the games that we've had so far. This will be our first test as a team against one of the best T20 teams going around. They've been in really good form leading up to the T20 World Cup, defeating Australia and New Zealand. And although they lost the first game, they're still a good team, and we're really looking forward to this opportunity tomorrow.
Hey Charles, how does it actually mean to the nation of PNG to playing in this stage and playing team like Bangladesh and in the world stage? How does you guys feel and the country feels like that?
I think we're really proud of our efforts of making the World Cup. This is the first time at a World Cup. So, we're very proud of our efforts. We've lost the first two games, but we still have a chance. We're very hopeful, and that we still have a chance that we can do it. Scotland caused an upset in the first game, and we're pretty sure that we can also do the same thing.
Charles, congratulations on your journey so far. It's been obviously something to be very proud of, and I'm sure you'll keep growing. Just wanted to understand, what is the development cricket schedule? When you go back from here, what happens next?
When we go back, we still have the World Cricket League that we still have to play. We got a few home games and away games, so although we're not sitting at the right side of the table, going back to PNG, we still have a lot of things to do, especially the World Cricket League. But there's still a long way to go for the World Cricket League. But going back to development, there's still a lot of things that we have to improve on. We would like to have players going and playing overseas or playing club cricket in Australia or New Zealand or wherever they get selected. So that's obviously part of development. But looking at the future, we also want to develop the younger boys that are in this team, give them the exposure and give them more experience playing at this kind of level.
So do you have a lot of exciting youngsters coming through back home?
Yes, we do. We have a few bowlers. They are unfortunate not to get selected, but we have a few young boys training hard at home. I think when the World Cricket League comes, hopefully they get that opportunity and they make the most of it. We have a few batsmen as well. Young Simon Atai, this is his first test in the highest. There's no other level that you can go to. This is the highest level of cricket that you can go to, a World Cup. So this is a good experience for him, and hopefully him playing more cricket at this level, he'll be the future of the batting side moving forward.
Sure, we wish him well on that. As someone, PNG and Oman go a long way back. You've risen through the ranks of WCL together, etc. How do you see the Omani team, its development, its current status, and the facilities that you've seen over here?
Yeah, I was very surprised of the facilities here. This is, especially as an associate nation, having these kinds of facilities is, you can't take it for granted. And I think it's part of where they're at now. And, they're making the most of it. They got very good players, and they've come a long way, especially the same as us. We've come a long way. We've all started from Division 3 and worked our way up towards Division 1. But, having very high facilities or world-class facilities is obviously one of the main reasons why or how you can improve. And, they're very fortunate and they're blessed to have this kind of support from their governing body or whoever they get their funding from to build these kind of facilities.
Your performance in the game yesterday, especially towards the end, was amazing. It was a very fighting performance, and your only realistic chance of making it to the next round is, through the run rate method. So would you be going all out tomorrow, or what will be the strategy as such?
I think the first thing would be trying to win the match. I think it would be history in the making to win at least a game in the World Cup. So that would be the first thing at the moment. Whatever happens after that is, not in our control. But we'll try to do our best. If there's an opportunity in us qualifying for the next stage with the net run rate, we'll obviously try to work towards that and winning in that way. But we're looking forward to the opportunity tomorrow. But whatever happens in the end, we're looking forward to just trying to get a win for PNG.
Hi, Charles. You're from a rich cricketing family. Your mom and dad and brother all played for PNG. Now you're, playing for the country. So how does it feel to continue the journey from your family, and how excited they are, your family members, that you were playing in this World Cup?
Yeah, they're very excited. They message me every day, and they call me, and they keep reminding me of how proud they are, and I'm very honored to carry this name of Amini, and hopefully the next generation of my family members can do the same thing. But yeah, I'm very honored and very proud to be representing my family and in the world stage, and I know that they're very proud of me, and I'm trying to do the best that I can, and hopefully I can continue making them proud.
And your father played in the ICC Trophy, which was once the qualifier for the ODI World Cup. So he played from 1986 in every ICC Trophy. Have you heard the stories? Because Bangladesh also used to play the ICC Trophy back then.
Yes, he has spoken about his tours then, and I believe they finished third. That was the highest they finished. PNG finished third, and I believe Bangladesh had won that tournament, the ICC Trophy, that year. And yes, he reminds me of them, and it's part of the journey also where Bangladesh have come from. And hopefully that PNG can do the same thing. Everyone's been on that journey to where they are now, even including Sri Lanka. They've all come from just ordinary associate cricket. It wasn't associate cricket then, but they've worked their way up. Also Zimbabwe, they've all come from from where we are right now. So looking forward, looking to the future. Hopefully one day we can get to that stage where we're playing Test cricket.
Any more questions from the room?
Hi, I just would like to know, this is the first ever World Cup, participation for your nation. So what are the big learnings that have been, that you've been able to take away from the first two games against Oman and Scotland?
Probably staying in the moment, all the hype around the World Cup, playing on the biggest stage, on the billions of views, we've never experienced any of this. We play back at home in PNG. We don't have a lot of big crowds, so we don't play a lot in front of crowds. So, playing in tournaments like this, or especially in a stadium like this, it's something that we can take away. Probably going into another tournament next time, we're aware of what's going to happen and the surroundings and all the media and all those kind of things. So what we can take away from this is just staying in the moment, not looking too far ahead of ourselves, not looking at or not being distracted by things that we can't control, such as the media and the ground. So things that we can control, just staying in the moment, that's one thing that we've learned. And, we're enjoying the moment, we're enjoying the World Cup. This is the first of its kind for all of us, so we're enjoying every minute of it. Everyone's excited. Everyone at home is very proud of us. We came here to show what kind of cricket that PNG plays, and hopefully we're doing that.
Congratulations and all the best for the game tomorrow.
Thank you.
Just one final one from me. How do you think participating in an event like this will help boys and girls in PNG who may never have picked up a battle ball before to now get involved in the game?
That's probably one thing we wanted, having that exposure. Or PNG is a rugby league dominated sport. They all play rugby league around the country. So with cricket being showed on the world stage and everyone at home supporting us. Hopefully, that the next group of kids at school or where they be on the street, they can pick up a bat or a ball and know that, if they're skillful enough or if they're determined or passionate enough for the love of this sport, they know that if they can do that, it can take them places around the world and hopefully one day play in a World Cup just like us.
Great, thank you. I don't think there's any more questions from the room, so we'll move over to Zoom. Mohammed Issam, if you want to take yourself off mute and ask a question.
Hi, Charles. Just wondering if you have had the chance to meet any of the Bangladesh players or any other player that you wanted to meet and, had a chance to talk to anyone. And secondly, who's your batting hero? Who do you model yourself on?
Yeah, I would love to talk and meet with the Bangladesh players, especially, players that are very experienced and have played all around the world, such as Shakib. He's one of the best all-rounders in the world. He's recently just become the highest wicket taker in T20 International. So, I'd love to have a conversation with him and how about he goes his game, what kind of plans he has. He's a left-handed batter just like me, and I'd like to see what he does as his routines and learn as much as possible of him. Like I said, he's one of the best players in the world, and not even just him. They've all the Bangladesh players have played enough cricket to know how to play the game, and they've played enough cricket. They're all test players, so anyone that I would like to have a chat with will be such a great moment. When we played Sri Lanka in the warm-up match, Mahela Jayawardene came into our dressing room and spoke to us about how to go about a game, chasing such targets, and so it was just good learning off one of the best players in the world. So, yeah, I'd love to talk to the Bangladesh players after their game. And sorry, what was the second question?
Your batting hero, like who did you grow up emulating?
My batting heroes, I would say I'll go with Adam Gilchrist. He's a very aggressive player, and also being a left-hander, he was one of those batsmen, wicket-keeper batsmen that changed the game of cricket, especially in ODIs, very aggressive, and now a lot of players in the top order bat similar to him, very aggressive, and take the game away in the first 6 or 10 overs. So, he was one of my batting heroes growing up.
Sorry, just one more question, Charles. Cricketers like Sandeep Lamishane and from other associate nations, they've also broken into the T20 leagues. Is that something that you're also looking at, especially when you're playing at a World Cup?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I think this is the exposure that we need for PNG cricket, and I believe if anyone does well, or it could take one good game that can turn some heads, and I think that's what we're looking at. The best way to get that exposure is on the world stage, and no other time to do it than now.